For the past 3 days, the news, pictures, and headlines have been full of that horrific scene in California with the landslide. But we really barely had a chance to give you even a glimpse of the most dramatic work that was being done by the search teams, specifically the rescue dogs who were looking for victims. Well, tonight, Steve Filmer takes you inside exactly how these teams work and are trained.
This site so closely simulates a typical urban debris field, like in Oklahoma City, like a New York City.
Maybe you've driven by this vast pile of smashed concrete right near the river off the Loop 202. The slabs are heavy and unstable, full of sharp edges and iron rods. No one sees where I go, not the dogs, the handlers, even our cameraman.
I am out here on the pile, and I am now going to wedge myself in to the nastiest, most cramped, confined space that I can find, and I hope the dogs can find me.
Every hand, foot, and finger is out of sight.
Okay, this is Steve. I have found my spot, and I'm inside and ready to go.
Okay, here we come. Keep in mind, they think it's play. Rio knows that he gets to go out and find somebody, and that somebody's going to have a toy. And that's what this is all about.
Dog handler John Dean has turned Rio loose.
He's going to work the pile up and downwind until he gets sent.
They're looking for a human, a live human, that they can't see and they can't identify.
Now, I've shut off the radio so the dog can't use the sound of the radio as a way to locate me.
And they figure it out. I mean, it's essentially we're along for the ride. We unsnap them, and they do the work.
In a real search, every minute counts. Victims may be bleeding or running out of air.
He's got something now. He's got Steve.
Yeah, we're done.
It's all a game to Rio, so until he gets his toy reward, my head will do as a way to keep the game going.
When this dog finds you, he wants the whole world to know. I think I'm deaf in my right ear.
What we would do is back that up with a second dog. So we'll get a second dog out here. They have to hit the same locations. Then we start bringing in the heavy artillery. It just makes no sense to start digging in a hole when you have no indication that there's anything there.
And to these remarkable animals, it's just a game. But for the victim, the stakes are life and death.
And that probably took, even with the break there, that whole search probably took about 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes.
In Tempe, Steve Filmer, ABC 15 News, your Valley News leader.
Too cute.
Maybe a game to them, but boy, you know, the other thing, too, that's worth mentioning is when you saw the landslide, these rescue crews, not only the dogs, but also the personnel, they're risking their own lives going
to
up
get
there.
in there.
They
Exactly.
just very heroic work that they do, and we're glad that they do.
We'll be right back.
Stay with us.